We're beginning this job with installation of the indoor unit. Once the location for the indoor unit is finalized, clear the work area and lay out a drop cloth to protect the floor. Also cover nearby furniture if necessary and set up the ladder. Unbox the indoor unit and detach the mounting plate. Make sure you know the clearance requirements for the unit. Measure and mark locations for the mounting plate on the wall. Use a stud finder to mark locations of framing. Wall plates need to be attached at several locations, and at least a couple of these should be into framing. Wall anchors can be used for the other spots. Also make sure the hole you're going to drill for the line set doesn't hit any framing. Hang the wall plate with the center screw.
Now, it's really critical that this mounting plate be perfectly level. Otherwise, our condensate won't drain properly and we'll end up with water running down the wall.
Mark the locations for the other screws and wall anchors. Remove the wall plate and install the wall anchors. Hang the wall plate again and install the fasteners. Verify that the plate stays level. Next, locate the hole to the outside.
This manufacturer gives us a guide that tells us exactly where we want to put the wall penetration. And that gives us the center of our hole.
Drill a pilot hole through the entire wall. This helps verify that there are no obstructions, and it also helps make sure that the large indoor and outdoor holes line up really well. The hole is angled slightly downwards to ensure condensate drains properly.
All right, now I'm ready to drill my hole through the sheetrock, making sure I'm staying above that line so everything's covered up by the indoor unit.
Cut and adjust insulation so there's a clear pathway to the outside pilot hole. Use the hole saw to cut a hole from the outside as well. For good condensate drainage, the outside hole should be at least ½ an inch lower than the indoor hole. Insert the wall sleeve from the outdoors. The sleeve protects the line set and wires from any sharp edges, and it makes it easier to seal the opening. It's probably actually easier to seal the sleeve to the siding before the wires and line set are run. Feed the communication cable in from the outside. Feed enough so that the indoor unit can be wired while it's on the ground. It's usually easier than wiring the unit when it's up on the wall. Make sure you use the type and gauge of wire specified by the manufacturer. Wire should be continuous with no splices or junctions for the entire length. If your code or building department requires a disconnect for indoor units, be sure to use one that's approved by the manufacturer. Feed the wire into the unit from the back. Use a clamp or strain relief fitting if needed. Remove the outer sheeting from the cable and strip the conductors. Attach all the wires, including the ground, to the terminal block. Follow all labels or color coding according to the instructions. If you're installing things like additional controls or Wi-Fi adapters, those can often be installed now also.
All right, we're getting ready to hang the indoor unit. So what I'm going to do is flip it back over. And I'm going to gently bend the refrigerant stubs. I want to do this very carefully because we don't want to twist or kink these. I'm going to, at this point, just bend them gradually until they're pointing perpendicular to the unit.
Bundle the refrigerant line stubs, the communication wire, and the condensate drain together so they can be fed out through the hole. Keep the condensate drain on the bottom to ensure better drainage. Feed the bundle through the hole and hang the unit on the wall bracket. If all looks good, snap the unit into place. Clean up the area and head outside. You shouldn't need to come back until you're ready to start up the unit.